I ruined a proposal at my friend's birthday celebration by embarrassing the couple by saying she wasn't worth much, and I'm just glad he didn't cheapen out on the ring. One of my friends, Leah, celebrated her 30th birthday. Due to personal reasons, she went all out for it. The venue was amazing, the food was great, the decor was tasteful, good music, and guests were asked to wear something fancy. The day of, everything was going well until someone dropped to one knee. You already know where this is going. Someone actually proposed at someone else's birthday. I was giving the couple the side eye, but I thought maybe this was planned. Maybe Leah knows because he would be bold enough to do this without the host's permission? So I went to find Leah. She was sitting at a table surrounded by a few friends looking a mixture of angry and sad. I asked if she knew this was going to happen. She gave a small head shake and said, "Well, there's nothing for me to do now, right?" I decided then, she doesn't have to do anything. I'll do it for her. I walked up to the happy couple, who at this point were surrounded by a few people who were congratulating them. To give credit to some people, a lot of the guests looked awkward, bewildered, and had a face of not being interested in being involved in the drama, so not everyone lost their common sense, it seems. I walked up to her and asked to see the ring. She was all smiley, holding out her hand, and I made a show of looking at it closely, then loudly said, "Well, at least the ring is decent." Immediately, the smile was gone. She looked shocked and asked, "What's that supposed to mean?" Again, loudly I told her, "Girl, you got proposed at someone's celebration which you didn't plan or pay for. You're not even worth that much. I'm just glad he didn't cheapen out on the ring." Then I turned around, walked to a nearby friend, and still in a voice that I wanted everyone to hear said how tacky and embarrassing they were. Like a switch, everyone then started whispering at them. Some that I heard include, "Who does that at someone's birthday? Man can't even plan an event and had to mooch off someone else." And, if I was her, I wouldn't have said yes. They left quite fast after that, and while the party did end kind of awkwardly, Leah did look better at the end, so I don't feel guilty. As I'm not familiar with the couple I only heard second and third hand stories about what has been happening, so not sure about the validity. Apparently she has been complaining about how her proposal's ruined and she can't even have a second one because she's traumatized by the first one. Thankfully no one is giving her time. Instead, she's getting even more ridiculed. The next rumor I heard, they had been fighting. The proposal was supposedly her idea and he just went along with it. Now, he's getting called pathetic and cheap. I have no sympathy for someone that stupid. Update: today, I met a friend who turns out to be quite close to the boyfriend. From his story, seems like the relationship is over. The guy ended it, but not just because of the proposal disaster. Even after all the fighting and backlash from other people, they were apparently going forward with the wedding. That is when the problem started. The first few things they decided on were the venue and date. In our culture, the solemnization is usually on the bride's side, so girlfriend decided to host it at her grandparents'. The only problem? She chooses the exact same date as her cousin. Now, to be fair, it's not exactly unusual to have multiple bride and groom at a time, though usually, it would be siblings. In this case, however, the cousin has denied the request. Girlfriend didn't back down though. She even suggested they take the morning-evening hour of the day and cousin take over evening night, since technically he's already married and this was just a celebration on the groom's side. Why did she insist on this specific date? No one knows, not even the future groom. It was just a random date with no significance.